What's up, everybody? And today I'm going to show you guys the fast line around Charlotte Motor Speedway, the Legend car on the Legends Oval. Sadly, Jacob's not here. I wish he was, but I don't need his help today. Don't ask about the picture right here. That's one of my friends. I did that just to be stupid. But other than that, let's get to it. Alright, so so first off, let's do brake points and gas points. So probably you want to be on the brakes like around here, like after the second line, after crossing the start finish line. That's wherever you want to start like feeding a little brake. Then once you get into the corner, that's when you start want to feeding it a lot of brake, just so you can get the car settled. And probably like around, wait, I can play this slower for you. So yeah, let's see it better. Alright, so you want to feed it a lot of brakes coming into the corner. And probably a little bit after apex, you want to start feeding it some gas. So as you can see, starting to feed it a little gas. I get to feed it up. Then you're wide open coming off the corner. Now, coming into 3 and 4, at the number 22 is wherever you want to start braking a little bit. And then, as I said, wait, I can slow it down. And coming into the corner, you want to start, same thing, you want to start using a lot of brakes to get the car settled, just like 1 and 2. And 3 and 4, you want to get to the gas more aggressive, because you're going up a hill, and you're going to want momentum. So, the same thing, you want to get on the gas, like, a little after apex, and as you can see, I'm getting on the gas much more aggressive, because I'm going up that hill. And now let's focus on the line. I showed you guys the brake points. Let me show y'all I showed y'all the brake points and gas points. Let me show you guys the line. Alright, wait, no, that's not the right one. This one. Alright, so basically, coming into the corner, you don't want to enter in too soon. Sorry, I got a little cough and a little tickle in my throat. This is allergies. You want to be like a car, like half a car width, or 3/4 of a car width above this yellow line right here. You don't want to enter in too early, and then you'll have to apply more brakes. And you really want to wrap around the white line. That's how you want to run 1 and 2. Wait, I can slow it down. Like, you really want to wrap around the corner and just get that good exit off. You don't want to like use so much brakes that you're just gonna kill speed trying to get that good line. You don't want to do that. It's kind of like a balance here. You don't want to drive it in too deep, and you don't want to. Wait, I can pause it. You don't want to drive it in like too deep. And you don't want to like brake too soon. You don't want to get on the gas too soon, and you don't want to like get on the gas like right when you get out of the corner. You don't want to do that. Like, you have to find you want to have to find that perfect spot. You have to find that sweet spot. The track's really line sensitive with a Legend car here. And for 3 and 4, the track, this isn't a very line sensitive corner. As you can see, I'm arcing it out just a little bit more and trying to work myself to the bottom. That's how you want to do it here. And you want to hit the bottom of the corner, like right around here. It's not really important to get a low exit over here, or yeah, you actually do want to get a low exit. And hit the bottom, like, a little bit before apex. Or apex is the center of the corner. and then just get your left side tires on that turf. Well, sorry about that. And get your left tires on that turf, and then get that good exit off. And I'm not gonna be running that fast at times. Like I'm only running 1630s. That's not very fast, but the reason why I'm a little slow is because I have the stock setup on. Like this is the setup iRacing made, and I can show you guys my setup that I made. I know I've already explained about EPI, but here's my setup. Like you guys could write this down. See if I can find it here. On a short track like this, you always want your tire pressure 10, 12 tire pressure, 12 psi on the right side and 10 on the left. And you want your stagger to be even. Like you want to most tracks, you want it to have 0.75 on most tracks, and have them even, just so you're not so loose on entry. All right. And for ride height, you want at this track you want to have it pretty even, because it's a flat track and you don't really want to have too much rate. Like you don't want much different with ride height here. And spring rate, you always want more spring rate on the left front. I don't know why. I just seen people do it and I'm like, okay. And you want to have a 75 to 100 pound difference with the left front and the right front. And you always want more camber on the right front than the left front, because the right front tire is the one that's turning the car. That's mostly turning the car, and you want that right front tire to have more camber in it. And you always want negative camber on the right front, and on the left front you want positive. For caster, that's just the sensitivity of the turning. Like you want more caster. Sorry. You always want more caster on the right front than you do on the left front. That's what you want to do. And always have more ride height in the rear. That's what you want to do. And as you see, I have it on 3.59 and 3.6 in the rear. And you want your spring rate to be lower in the front. I mean not front. I'm sorry, the rear. And sometimes you want to have a little bit less spring rate on the right rear, just so you don't get so loose off the corner, and make sure it's settled off, off corner. In every track except Five Flags Speedway in a race, have it at 1.1 gallons. That's as low as you could go. And here, gear ratio, so the lower your gear, the more top speed you're going to have, but the less acceleration. But the higher the number, sorry, the higher the number, the less top speed you're going to have, but the more acceleration. So the shorter the track, you want to have a higher gear ratio, just so you can have that drive off the corner and you're not going to have the motor bogging. And for toe in, steering offset, brake bias, and front wheel offset, always have your front wheel offset at +5/8. Because that's meant for ovals. But for road courses, you want to have it at that. Brake bias, the more brake bias you're going to have, so the more brake bias, it's going to be more stable, but it's not going to work as well, and you're going to have to use it for a longer period of time. But the less brake bias you have, the better the brakes are going to work. You don't have to use them for as long, but it's going to make the car more likely to spin. Steering offset, it's not very important. I wouldn't worry about that. But for toe in, okay. If you have it at negative, the front tires are pointing towards each other. And if you have your toe out, that's the front tires pointing away from each other. So usually, you want your toe in. Usually, you want negative toe on a short track, or pretty much any oval or road course. You want negative. And I think that's all I've got. All right, that was a lot of fun. And I'll be running here in the summer shootout in the Young Lion division, and me and Jacob will make a bunch of videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace, and subscribe for more.